My mother-in-law asked me to bake my famous cookies for her church fundraiser, then took full credit and won a baking award. When I confronted her at the celebration dinner, she burst into tears, and now my husband says I am overreacting. His mother Diana has always been sweet to my face, but here has been this undercurrent of something little comments about my career. Marketing isn't really like a real profession, is it? Subtle digs about how I keep our home and constant reminiscing about Connor's ex from high school. One thing everyone genuinely loves is my bourbon chocolate chip cookies. They're my grandmother's secret recipe tweaked over 5 years of trial and error. I bake them for every family gathering and office potluck. They're kind of my signature thing. Last month, Diana called me directly. Unusual. She typically only communicates through Connor, asking if I would make 6 dozen cookies for her church's annual fundraiser bake sale. She sounded so enthusiastic that I agreed, even though it meant staying up until 2 a.m. on a work night to finish them. When I dropped them off at her house, I included my recipe cards to display, which I've designed with my name and little illustrations. Diana thanked me and said, "Oh, these are darling, but the church has their own display system. Don't worry about these." I didn't think much of it until Connor's sister texted me a photo last weekend from the fundraiser. There was Diana beaming beside my cookies, accepting a baker's Jody Ace ribbon. The display sign read, "Diana's Bourbon Bliss Cookies." I was stunned. I called Connor immediately, but he laughed it off. "Mom's just excited to contribute. It's not a big deal, babe." Last night was the church's volunteer appreciation dinner and Diana invited us. She kept introducing me to her friends as my daughter-in-law who works with computers or something. Meanwhile, 3 separate people complimented her on her amazing bourbon cookies and asked for the recipe. When someone called them Diana's famous cookies right in front of me, I finally spoke up. "Actually, those are my grandmother's recipe. I bake all 6 dozen myself." The table went silent. Diana's eyes welled up with tears. She whispered, "I just wanted to contribute something special. You know I can't bake like you can." Connor pulled me aside and said I embarrassed his mother and insisted she never claimed to bake them herself. On the drive home, he said I was being petty over cookies and that his mother was just trying to feel useful in her church community. This morning I received texts from Diana, Connor's sisters, and even his aunt, minus all, saying I hurt Diana deeply and should apologize. Connor slept on the couch and is barely speaking to me. Am I crazy for being upset that someone took credit for my work? Or should I have just let Diana have her moment?